guys, that's your Legends. Welcome to the video. Sending some love, some positive vibes your way, especially if you need them out there today. Sorry guys, I've been getting these out pretty late during the day, but I guess it's just my schedule. But hey, at least a few of you guys kind of enjoy these videos talking about a bunch of different, faction champions for Faction Wars Hard Mode. I do have a more general guide all about the Altar of Souls going live probably tomorrow, but I'm going to try to sneak over to the office. I'm taking my kiddo out on kind of a day trip. I'm going to try to sneak in here and do one, but I may miss tomorrow. We will see. Either way, I do appreciate you guys who tuning to these videos. I know, again, as I mentioned in the last few, I know not everybody even has access to Faction Wars Hard Mode, so it means a lot you guys tune in and check them out. And that some of you guys find them useful, too. That's important as well. I will say, really quickly here, that there is one just absolutely insane OP relic as part of Faction Wars, right? So hopefully we get one soon, and it is actually a rare as well. It's this guy. It's the Arakan Elixir. What it does is wearer's poison debuffs deal bonus damage equal to 50% of the wearer's attack, okay? So this is absolutely insane. It's either way overtuned or it's a way to get poison into the arena meta. You can put it on like a Calvalax. I saw that Biohack has a video out on it. It's absolutely wild. Like, he can just one-shot everybody before anything even happens. It's insane. So hopefully we'll get our hands on that relic. Anyway, let's go to Faction Wars. So, Faction Wars. High Elf first. What do we have here? Heal your champion's HP by 500,000. So one thing we learned on the earlier Faction Wars 2.0 levels is that healing is fairly easy. Arbiter has a heal, but you need to be less than 50% HP. Who else can we? Yeah, we can filter by heals. So positive effects, heal. All right, we have a lot of high elf healers. Who do we have to choose from here? Now, continuous heals also count. So I think that Apothecary and Reliquary Tender are going to be great options. Let me kind of clear the slate here, by the way, with these champions. So let's put Apothecary in there. Apothecary alone should be enough. Apothecary and Arbiter, even better, right? Deliana also has a heal. So let's put Deliana in there. She was a freebie like way back in the day. Shiramani is a good option. She has freeze and heal as well. So let's just put some damage dealers on the team as well. Let's put Tayrell in there. Hopefully he has gear on. And now let's put Skaramis in there, right? There we go. I'm kind of lacking 1 DPS, but it's okay because I do want to get in there and make sure that we heal. I'll probably say this every single video, but I'll only say it once. But moving slow is going to be your friend when it comes to 3-starring these stages in Faction Wars 2.0, right? It gives you more time to land those debuffs, more time to heal, more time to do whatever the heck you had to do. So let's see. I don't think we've I don't think we've healed at all. Actually, we already have. We're already 1/5 of the way there, and it feels like we haven't even done anything yet, right? Now, I believe that leeches also count. Like, any healing basically counts, which is really cool. Emergency heal, I assume that would count as well. So when a shield expires, the blessing emergency heal. So there's all kinds of ways to get healing on your team. So these healing ones, I would say there's some of the easier ones that we have to deal with in terms of the 3-star conditions for Faction Wars Hard Mode. How are you guys doing so far, by the way? I noticed that tomorrow we have Dwarf Faction open again, or in 3 hours, I should say, or 2 hours from when this video goes live. Even before some factions have even opened up. I guess I'm just going to cop to it. I've never noticed that they go out of order like that. Or is this a funky thing going on right now? I want to make sure I have that right, but I'll double check it in a moment. So this looks like it's going to be a pretty easy one, honestly, guys. So I'm not going to make you sit here and wait 3 rounds of this. So I'll come back to you guys at the end. We're already well on our way about, you know, what are we at right now? We're at almost 75% of the way there. Be right back. Okay, guys, so that one was fairly easy. 4-star, though. 4-star glyph. I hate that they give the 4 stars out on the hard mode, right? Doesn't that feel kind of meh? Anyway, 10 freeze debuffs on the next stage. Let's see what we got here. Freeze, freeze, freeze. I know Shiramani is going to be another great option. I just want to see, Do we even have gear on everybody? I thought Deliana wasn't doing much damage there. I gotta be real with you guys. All right, Deliana, you're out. You're out. So freezers. Who do we have for High Elf freeze champions? Jingle Hunter has a freeze on a single target. Neldor has a good freeze on his A1 triple hitter, each with a shot at placing a freeze. Neldor is very good. Jingle, by the way, has it on his A2. 100% freeze when booked. We have, of course, Pixneal. Such a really great option, right? Her and Shermani would probably be the best. Pixneal, do we have gear on her is the big question. You know what? We don't. But I never get to use Pixneal, damn it. I'm going to use her. I'm going to use her. You know what? I've been throwing random gear on these champions, too. You probably noticed all these videos. I'm not even looking at what I'm using here. And I'm doing this for a reason, actually. The reason is what am I doing with this piece of gear here? What am I doing with this? I'm going to go ahead and use some ore on it. Why not? Why not? Let's just see if we get something good here. Double roll and speed, maybe? I'll take a single roll. It's much better than it was, right? And we're silver broke right now, so I'm actually not going to fully upgrade it. But what I've been doing is throwing gear on any of these champions I'm going to be using for Faction Wars just to clear up gear storage space for me because I'm just chronically at my limit, right? So it is actually kind of nice to do. I'm going to go ahead and put anything accuracy on her. That's fine. I don't really care about much else. And then any ring will do. Ideally, just a regular, normal, nothing special ring. There we go. So Pixneal is going to be our go-to here. But we also have Alexander. What does he have on his A1? I don't know. He's 75% against the Orc and Ogryn tribe, and it doesn't look like we're going against, well, at least on the third wave. We don't know yet, or I don't know yet, I should say. Tatura Rhymehide has a freeze on the passive, my bad. Tatura, a previous fusion, although it was a long time ago. Christmas fusion, I want to say. That's a really good option. Do I have gear on Tatura? Let's get, I don't know, Skaramis out, Tatura in. I will say, though, I need to get Royal Guard out, and just so I'm not here with a 45-minute video, I'm going to just put like a good DPS in there, maybe Ethos. Where are you, Ethos? Do I have gear on Bellinor right now? Yeah, I do. I'll use Bellinor. Screw it. Okay, any DPS will do. Yannicka. Do I have gear on Yannicka? At least she's farmable. Let's see. Yes, I sure do. Let's use Yannicka instead. Okay, she'll be our DPS. We have our freeze champions. So if you don't have any of the legendary, Tatura, Shermani, or Pixneal, then I would recommend going with one of those epics, building even to level 50, a Jingle Hunter. You just have to go slow and methodical, right? You just have to go in there, land a freeze, heal your team, super heavy on the support, and then take it one freeze at a time, and you can get there fairly easily just with one champion with the debuff, right? And that applies everywhere. So this is actually kind of nice. They give us a nice revive here, so we land more freezes. We're probably already at 7 out of 10 right now. So this team's going to be pretty easy with the freezes, but I do feel like there's some... It's not bad, right? In worst case scenario, good old Frost or Frostbite sets, right? That will get the job done as well. I'll cut again here, guys. We've already pretty much made it. We're already at 7 out of 10. Let's see if we can get that 10. Right there, 10 out of 10. Okay, I'll come back at you at stage 3. Okay, stage 3, guys. What do we have for stuns here in High Elves? Let's take a look here. So stunners. We have, of course, Star Sage Galathier. We're not going to use mythicals here. We have, he's going to be Basilius Ronus is going to be your best option. AoE stun, 100% chance at landing. We have Tyrell, of course, who has a stun on his preemptive strike, his A3 ability. 2-turn stun there. Not that it matters. We have Andrycia, who also has a 2-turn stun on her A2 Mind Prison. So Andrycia could be a really good option. And then we have a rare option in Fencer. Fencer has a 100% stun on her A2 ability. And of course, you could just use a stun set. Honestly, I would use a stun set overbuilding a rare. And that goes with any faction crypt, just for the stun. I'd rather just use a stun set on an AoE champion, of course, right? Also, a stun on Skaramis is A1. It's not a very high chance at 30. However, he does have a counterattack that helps get that up. So I'm going to put Skaramis in there as well. Actually, yeah, let's put Skaramis in. There we go. Cool. And then let me just make sure that good old Basilius Ronus has gear, which he does not, but we can do really quickly. Going to do the same thing here, right? I don't use Basilius Ronus that often, so I'm just going to put him in perception gear. Super quick. I'm not even going to cut it because I'm not going to be super picky about anything. What I'm going to do is get a little bit of crit rate, and I'm going to throw a crit rate on the gauntlets. It's the only thing I really care about. You could definitely, argue that, nah, build him with crit damage, do the whole thing, But I'm just going to go super fast for you guys. I would prefer attack percentage on the chest, and there we go. So he's all geared out. We're good to go. I think I'm plenty fine with these stun options. Basilius Ronus, there he goes with his A3, landing 4 stuns. Beautiful, just beautiful there. So we do have that provoke. I might have to auto in. I was hoping we could land that provoke there. That was Skaramis in the middle, by the way. And he's the guy who dishes out the provokes, and then he dishes out the stuns with the counterattack. Really good epic champion. And that was beautiful. 4 more stuns landed. We're already at 8 stuns. Beautiful. All on Basilius's back, right? And hopefully we cycle things so we don't even have to get off auto attack. Now, Ethos, if you have them in a stun set, that'd be great. But really anybody with an AoE, ideally on a small cooldown. Yannica in a stun set would be tremendous. Great option there. So I do want to be careful. We're at 9 out of 10. Oh, look at that. We're right there. We've got it. Boom. That was easy with Basilius Ronus, of course. Easier with Star Sage Galathir, by the way. But stun ones, I do feel like anybody, as long as you have the champions, the support, I feel like anybody will be able to, clear these stun levels easier compared to a lot of the other conditions in these crypts. All right, Lizardman time. We have the heal. Again, heal isn't that bad. Who do we have here, though? Positive effects. Heal. I didn't really use this menu, this champion filter through like the positive and negative effects often before Faction Wars 2.0. Did any of you guys? So who do we have? Interesting. We have Shagur. We have Pythion. We have Sulfurion. We have Krokmar. We have Quagrin the Crowned. Deja. We have Slivix and Aox the Rememberer. Oof. I'm not going to lie, guys. There's no really easy to get option here. I don't think, Krokmar has a heal. Oh, he heals himself, right? Whenever the no. A1? Nope. Where's his heal? Oh, heals his champ at 10% of his max HP for each critical hit. Okay. Do I have any gear on him? Looks like I might have a couple pieces. So Krokmar, I guess he's going to be our guy. I don't know. This is the first stage, guys, where I'm just like, ooh. Kind of have the remnants of a stun set, but whatever. I'm not going to keep you guys here forever. This is the first stage where I'm like, I don't know. None of these guys are super accessible. Let me take out some of these mythicals and whatnot. What does Shagur have? He has a heal on his passive. Heals his champion by damage inflicted. Pythion has the heal on his A2. Pythion, I feel like will be like the most accessible. So let's take Sulfurion out. Aox has the heal on his. Oh, actually, Aox is A2. That's not bad at all. So let's put Aox in there. Let's put really quickly a few gear. I thought Broadmont had a heal. No. Guess I was wrong there. Okay. Anyway, let's get, where's our guy? Quagrin the Crowned, what does he have? He just has a straight up heal on his A2. So Quagrin might be your guy. He has a perfect veil as well. He's kind of an interesting kit. Odds are you could probably use this champion later on, too, in the stages. Who am I looking for right now? I'm looking for Aox in my vault. That explains it. Get out of here. Well, whatever. Who cares? Let me just get through this damn level. I'm going to use Pythion, damn it. Sorry, guys. All right, who else can we use here? Who can we use that's not like, okay, Rasen's fine. Fushan will be my DPS, and I'm going to use speed in all battles. And then I'm just going to throw in a like a Venom Mage or something to clean up this squad here. And hopefully that does it. The only thing you have to kind of be careful of, right, is you got to be cognizant of having too much nukage on your team too, right? You don't want to go in there and nuke everybody down so hard that you don't have enough time to heal, right? So slow and steady. And if you accidentally clear these stages, you're screwed. Because you can't go back and try to get the, you can next time you have keys, but you can't go back. Okay, this stage is actually pretty hard here, right? Either that or my champions are naked. I don't know. So let's see. How am I doing right now? Not so good. Not so good. I'm about to really slow things down on the third one. You get some heals there. But when you're just healing yourself, it doesn't really add up that fast. I have a reviver on the team, obviously, in Pythion, so I don't mind if it's not the end of the world, let's just say, if Venom Mage dies. At least this squad, this second wave is taking a while longer, which is good. It gives me more time to get in there. I'm just like really counting on Pythion, basically, to do all the healing here. And clearly I don't have a ton of gear on Pythion because what am I at right now? Am I going to screw this up? I'm almost halfway there, but I'm way over the halfway point in the match. Not good. Not good. All right, let's let it go for a little bit. Okay. I think Fushan is doing way too much work in the damage department, right? I'm just going to A1 cycle for a little bit here. Now, I could just go out and... Okay, I don't want to A1 cycle Pythion. Ash! All right, let's get him down to like... Okay, all three of these champions are super tanky that's left, so we should be good to get some heals down. Okay, heal number 1. Where am I at right now? Okay, not too bad. Heal reduction, that's cool, but that's not what we're looking for. Krokmar's heal is on his A2. That's 1 turn away. So we just need to keep just stalling at this point, basically. Let's revive, sure. Get a strength on everybody, excuse me, that's fine. Let's get rid of Cardial here. This is the A2. So we get, what? Barely anything. We have a long ways to go here, guys. I don't know. All right. I got to be careful. I got to be careful. Okay. I think I might screw this up. Freya, don't let me down. I'm not going to get it, guys. Where am I at? Where am I at? Ooh, I'm so close. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh! No. Oh, no. I got to redo it. I'll be right back. All right, guys, we hit it that time. Man, that was so close, but you don't want to chance it, right? And now I actually have Rasen who might die, so we don't want a death at the very end either. So let's be careful here. Apex Predator. Go in. Freya. Come on, Freya. Ender Fushan. Boom! There we go. Okay. So it took us a while, but again, Krokmar, Pythion, really doing all the healing there. All right, stage 2, 10 stun debuffs. Krokmar in a stun set. Fushan is a great stunner as well. What other options do we have for stun champions here? Okay, a few decent options here. We have Basata, who is a farmable champion in Doom Tower Hard. He has an AoE stun on his A3. I think we're going to use him instead of Fushan, provided he has any gear on. He kind of, sort of does. Let's put him in his speed set there. He has enough accuracy. That's cool. Let's give him a little bit of speed and call it a day. Fantastic. Yeah, I might as well throw on a crit damage on that amulet too. Why not? Why not? All right. So Basatha should be enough. Let's get Rasen. Okay, who else do we have, though? We have Roxam on Roxam. He has an AoE stun, provided he's under a Veil or Prevail on his A2, which is a 3-turn cooldown. We have Vergamkar as a stun on his A1. And then we have Basilisk, who has a stun on his A2, which is great, but he's also or Jarang, excuse me. Stun on his A2, which is great. And then we have Basilisk, who has an AoE on his A1, great in a stun set, and a stun on his A2 on a 3-turn cooldown. So a lot easier when it comes to the stun category here. Let's go ahead and put Vergamkar in there to round out the squad, round out the team. Sorry, I keep moving my background here. All right. So, unfortunately, I actually want to redo that opening because Basata led up with his support ability, which is his A2. We want to go in A3, land those stuns, beautiful, and then we can put it on auto. I think this team ought to finish off on auto, I would say, right? But I would highly recommend Basilisk. Basilisk can deal some damage, has a stun on the single target, and in the stun set on the A1, you can just hammer your way through and just put some support around him, right? He's a really fun epic champion out there, epic nuker at that. So do we still have those opening 4 stuns and that's it? We do. But the good news is we're back to the stun again, I think. He's going to use it right now. We don't mind if he does. Oh, he landed a stun right there. That was cool. I kind of rather him not use it right this second. I'd rather him use it on the next wave. Did we land 2 stuns there? We sure did. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Let's just poke away here. And then, oh, look at that. Vergamkar dishing out stuns left and right with his A1. I like it. I like it. Okay, so this is going to be not that difficult. Do any of you guys have Basata? Oh, damn it. I put him on auto again, and I put him on auto, and he led with the same mistake I made on the first match, but I think we're going to be fine here. A lot of support on this team. We're going to get Seeker, Mausoleum Mage, Thea. Is that Thea the Tomb Angel? Indeed. Prince Kymar back there as well. I have 3 more stuns. That puts us at 10 right there. So I'll come back to you guys in round or wave 3, stage 3. There we go. Okay, guys, there we went with stage 2. Got that done. Stage 3, 20 or more poison debuffs. So I think that toxic sets or Venomage is going to be your best option. You know what? I'm going to take Draco out now that I think about it. And I'm just going to throw like some support in there, like a Jareg. Hopefully he has gear on. And we're going to go, hopefully Itchy too. Yeah, she has some gear. Let's move her to the collection. Let's put a little bit more on her in terms of cruel gear. Finish the set. And then we'll go from there. Yeah, I mean, if you have her, it just depends on who you have here, right? Honestly. But if you have Venomage, who I know is a very popular and very good champion, she has AoE 2 poisons on her A3. And that's really strong. She'll get it done all by herself. That's 10 right there, right out the gate. Super strong. So Venomage, or a Dracomorph, or a Shagor, or a Toxic set is going to be your best friend for this stage. What do you guys think of Faction Wars 2.0 so far, guys? This is it for this. Actually, no, it's not. At the end of this round, I will craft. I have a chance of crafting a relic, so we might be able to get our hands on the one that we spoke about, that poison one, speaking of poisons. So stay tuned for that, but this should be fairly easy, right? We're already at 12 out of 20. I just want to make sure that we're not using her A3 right now. And as soon as we pop it on the we're 2 turns away, so we should be able to get it right here. So let's go A1. And then let's kind of just cycle a little bit here. I always love having a reviver. Hopefully you guys have a reviver in every faction. If not, that's something to kind of set as a goal for yourself. That way, if you incur losses, you never have to worry about it. You can just make sure your reviver survives and get by on that. I hate how they have these poison stages. All have, not all, but a lot of them have a block debuffs champion, like an Elva or somebody. I've noticed that on the other faction crypts as well, right? Let's just pop in here. I almost don't. I'm just waiting for the block debuffs to get out there. Can I speak? All right. Let's steal with the A2, and then we're looking pretty good now. Let's land some poisons. Let's finish this. There it is. So that's 18. we can just put it on auto. We're guaranteed to get 2 throughout the rest of the duration of this battle, just even through Aox's A1 as well. So, guys, I'll come back to you at the end. We can see if we can get our hands on that relic. Be right back. All right, guys, I had to actually start over. This third wave was a big pain because I didn't have enough firepower, right? I didn't have enough nukage. They were so tanky with the cleanses and everything else from the Elva on the squad. So I'm still not done, as you guys can see. I will be in a moment here. Let me go in extra turn and pop off Duden, the Runic. My word, that was actually way more challenging than I thought it was going to be, at least given the team that I had. Skathix with that buff steal. Buff steal or buff removal is going to be essential. You can already see the writing on the wall regarding these higher stages as we go. All right, let's go into the forge here, collect my material, and see what we get in terms of relics. All right. So we have 196, so just shy of being able to craft 2. We get it. We get it. All right. Seems like I should record a video now for the main channel highlighting this busted relic. That's going to do it for the video. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys.